What up, everybody? Happy Monday. Happy fucking Monday. What is going on? It is Monday, November 28th, 2022, and this is another edition of Steve's Kitchen. The kitchen is officially open, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I hope all of you shop till you dropped on the weekend, right? For the mall and Black Friday and all that other crap. Hope you got what you wanted, right? And all that stuff. Hopefully you have to, fight nobody, right? At the mall or at the stores and shit. Hopefully you didn't have to do that. We hope. All right. Or if not, there's some of you out there that are smart and decide to do your shopping today. Cyber Monday, right? Hopefully you got all the deals and all that stuff. But what's going on? I am the Prince of Peru. I am the Peruvian Fight TV extraordinaire. I am Lucky Charm Steve. Not so lucky anymore the way the record's going. But I am Steve. What's going on, everybody? And I'm joined here by the good brother all the way from Detroit, the pride of Detroit, Mr. 4-7 and 12-0. The one, the only Big Mike. Big Mike, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much, Steve. Just here to talk about this SummerSlam War Games and some news.
SummerSlam
Go
War
Blue, go
Games.
Lions, all that stuff. Survivor Series, my bad.
I know, right? At this point,
I'm pumped for SummerSlam. Hopefully, it's in Detroit.
You pumped? You excited, man?
Yeah.
You're feeling. You're hoping and praying, like, please let it be Detroit. Please let it be Detroit. Please let it be Detroit. And you know what?
I mean, it looks like a lock. It looks like a lock, but anything can happen.
Anything can absolutely happen. I agree with that. And folks, if you are new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button down below. Give this video stream a big old thumbs up. Share it through your entire social media platforms, wherever it is that you share your videos. You can follow me on Twitter at HeelSteven, and you can follow Big Mike on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. But hopefully, Mike, you had a good Thanksgiving. Hopefully, you know what they say, full stomach, happy heart. My mom would always say that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Hopefully you got that feeling. I don't know how many plates you ate, but you get what I'm saying. Hopefully, you have still leftovers. Do you still have any leftovers still?
A little bit, but I think it's winding down after today.
The baked ziti I made, gone. So I made so much baked ziti that I made another batch, right? That Thanksgiving Thursday. So one for my aunt's house where we went, and then I made another one for the house, right? And it ended today. Mind you, I didn't even touch the batch from home because I can't. Because this diet, I can't touch it, right? So my mom had some, her boyfriend had some, her friend that's here had some, my grandma had some. And mind you, my mom's fiance is Italian, so he's like, I love how it felt like an authentic Italian dish. Which, maybe he's saying it to butter me up. Maybe he said it to, try to win some brownie points with my mom. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
I mean, if you're a culinary major and it tastes that good, I don't think he has to sugarcoat anything.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that, he doesn't know the story. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it doesn't matter. If it tastes good, it tastes good. Just take the compliment. Just take the compliment.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, of course. Absolutely. I'll take the compliment as I can. I prefer to be from a woman, though. See, as a guy, can we be real about it, though? As a guy, when you cook, you rather the compliments come from a woman than from another dude. That's just the way that it is. You know what I mean? See, I said this before and I'll say it again. I'm a shy person at times. I can be very shy when it comes to the ladies. So the way I do my talking is through my cooking. There's nothing more. This may come off as weird. This may come off as like, why the fuck you know what I'm saying? And I'm sure Chase might hit me up in the DM later. Steve, what the fuck, man? I'm pretty sure, right? But there's nothing more for me attractive than seeing a woman eat. I find it attractive in a woman. May seem weird. May seem weird, if you will, but that's just my 2 cents on that. you know, if you will. So the baked ziti's gone. I usually do it once. I make it once a year. I might make it again. Who knows? Who knows? At my job, there's gonna be a Christmas like little fest that we're gonna have, so I might make it again. I might make, but just a little tip though: when you do baked ziti, go extra on the basil. Go extra on it. Go extra on the basil. I mix sweet sausage and ground beef.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of little chopped onions in there. Go like seven cloves of garlic chopped up. The marinara sauce. You kind of get where I'm going with this. You know what I mean? So there's that.
You do bottle marinara, or do you scratch?
Here's the thing about it, because I was in a hurry the day of. I bought the bottles.
What brand?
Forgot what it was. It was Prego, but the organic one,
Mm-hmm.
right? I
Mm-hmm.
bought two bottles. Once that's in, I fill one bottle with water,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
What, a cup and a half, a cup and then half of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because of the acidity of the marinara sauce, you want to throw in some sugar. You
Mm-hmm.
want to throw in that sugar, right? You salt, pepper, red pepper flakes, what have you, right? Throw in the whole basil leaf, a whole basil, throw it in there, right? Until it gets to a simmer, and then you put the heat down for like an hour and a half. Before the hour and a half, cook your pasta. And you kind of get the gist, right? Grab your ricotta cheese, right? Um, you put some of the little sauce on the bottom of the platter so the pasta doesn't stick to it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you guys basically my recipe right now. Fuck it, why not? It's the kitchen. It's Steve's kitchen. Um, we'll get to the wrestling talk. We're gonna get to the Survivor Series. Just calm down, people, or relax, okay? Um, so you mix it all in. It's like you're making lasagna almost, right? You do layers of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You throw in some Parmesan cheese, you shred Parmesan. You add the cheese, the block, and add the shredder, right? The grater, right?
Mm-hmm.
I do that, and I do some mozzarella cheese, and I do the whole layer again into the oven for 375 for like 30 minutes, golden brown, bruh. So now you know. That's how you make the big ziti. That's
It
how you
looked good.
fucking. It
I mean, the
looked good.
pictures look good. Yeah.
It did. I was happy about it.
I'm a pasta freak, so I like pasta a lot. I can eat it every day, all day, any time of the day.
Any time of the day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. No problem. No problem. I respect that. But again, it was that or I make lasagna. I'm like, fuck, I'll do the big ziti. Because the thing with lasagna, the pasta breaks easy. And I hate having the fucking build shit. I hate it. I just do. If that makes any sense too. Um, but again, guys, I hope you all are enjoying your Monday, right? I know it seems like these weeks, the year about to end, man. The year's
Mm-hmm.
almost over in a couple of weeks. Um, you guys are got to get your shopping going, the holidays. You have families coming over. You're probably going out of town, wherever the fuck it may be. Just be safe out there. I said this on Twitter on Friday. As someone who used to work in retail, granted, it's a supermarket, but still, nonetheless, it's retail. During this difficult time, these next couple of weeks, as the holidays, I'm with y'all. All right, just keep your heads up. Hopefully, that boss gives you a raise and what have you. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so there's that. I have family come over on Saturday from Virginia because it was my aunt's birthday, who passed away this past late last year. She passed away. It's about to be a year, right? So it was her birthday, and we did like a church service, which I wasn't aware of till the day of. Like, I picked up my dad from the airport because he went to Peru. I
Mm-hmm.
picked him up. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a church service at 4 p.m. Gee, thanks for letting me know now.
All right.
Like, bro, you could let me know like a day of, or like not even that, like a couple of days. My only thing is, to my family, right? If there's something happening, let me know in advance. Don't tell me the day of. You know what I'm saying? Because then it just fucks up my whole schedule.
Mm-hmm.
right? So I'm watching the World Cup, right? In between, right? As I'm home, try to take a nap, watch the World Cup. I watch Mexico and Brazil. My bad, Mexico and Argentina, right? Messi got the win. So there's life back in Argentina. I know Canelo Alvarez wants to beat up Leo Messi. Something so ridiculous, but it's I think he's overreacting. In case you're wondering what I'm
Really?
talking about, so what's custom in soccer? I'm sure it's even in the NBA. Players will exchange jerseys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure that's common in the NBA,
I think that's where they got it from the NBA.
but they do it also in soccer, right? Again, it's the World Cup. So again in the locker room, they're celebrating like, oh my god, they won this important game which they needed to win, and you see the Mexican jersey on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
and you see Messi, I guess with his foot again, he's lifting his foot up, and I don't think he realized that the jersey was on the floor. So it looks like to the eye, oh my god, he's rubbing his feet on the jersey, and Canelo saw that, and Canelo, out of an overreaction, is like, how dare you, what have you, just make sure I don't see you, and I just think it's an overreaction. Because I think in any sport, in any sport, right? In any sport, right? Any team, right? You'll take off your jersey, you take off the uniform, right? You put it on the floor,
Mm-hmm.
especially after you win an important game.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm sure if Mexico, right, won, and again, it is what it is, right? I'm pretty sure everyone putting the jerseys on the floor as celebration reaction. Just like today, Brazil clinched, they locked in their spot for the qualification round. They beat Switzerland. And I'm pretty sure, man, that locker room, out of excitement, they're all celebrating, right? They're dancing uh samba, what have you, right? Like they did in the Snoop Dogg video, right? Many years ago, right? And they're just enjoying themselves, right? We got Chief in the chat. Happy Raw Day, guys. Yeah, happy Raw Day to you too, brother. As a fellow Mexican, Messi is not well liked right now. I can imagine. I'm sure Messi will put out a statement, what have you. It is what it is. Um, but enough about me, Mike. How was your weekend, though? Besides all that, how was your weekend, bro? I heard that
My
your team
weekend
is
was
12-0. What?
Yeah, yeah. My Michigan Wolverines beat the crap out of those stupid Ohio State Buckeyes. Hate them sorely. Glad that they're crying still. The streets of Columbus, it's quiet. Tumbleweeds everywhere. Nobody's in the streets celebrating, and I'm happy.
Was it a blowout? Like,
We beat the crap out of them.
was it
It
like,
was it was 40. It was 45-23.
stop, he's already dead type of shit? Like,
Yes, it was.
with the arms at the socket, class sack reference. Take the
Yeah.
arm out of the socket. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We,
Okay.
we beat them. We beat them down. Now
So
it's on
basic.
to Indy for the Big Ten title game where we're gonna beat Purdue and then the playoff.
So
It's natty
basically,
season.
so you were kind of feeling upset about Thursday, right, when the Lions lost to the Bills.
A little upset, but I was proud. They made it a game. It was one play that blew that.
I
Um,
feel that. It's
they
like,
they could have beat them. They could have beat them, but some things we gotta evaluate in the off season.
yeah. So then what happened on Saturday kind of cheered you up. It kind of
Yeah,
recovered
yeah,
from what happened. Like,
yeah. If the Lions sacrificed so the Wolverines could win, weekend made.
exactly. So then keep this in mind too. So Saturday too, like I find out it's 4 p.m. So I tell Romeo like Friday, like, yeah, we did around the point. My bad. I told him on Tuesday because we did the watch along, right? Just so you
Mm,
know, bro, I might be in a little late. My bad. It was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday. What the fuck? Yeah. Friday was a busy day, right? So we did the US versus England watch along, right?
mm-hmm,
I let Romeo know, hey, I might be a little late on Saturday because of my aunt's thing, right?
mm-hmm.
So then I find out it's 4 o'clock. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. 4 o'clock means I can just, get out of church by 6. Mind you, I'm not a church guy. I'm not. I'm not the kind of guy that'll go to church every single Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
if you will, right? So I go in, what have you, my family's there. All right, this is like an hour service, like an hour, usually an hour, 90 minutes, whatever the heck it is, right? And I'm out of there. Great. Then my cousin, oh, let's all go out to eat. Like, okay, no problem. And thankfully, we ate around the block at a Peruvian spot, bro. So I literally made it on time for Survivor Series,
Yeah.
basically, which we're gonna get into now. WWE Survivor Series was this past Saturday. We did a live predictions on the channel on Around the Point on Friday. In case you didn't watch it, go give it a watch. Even for the ending of the prediction, because
Yeah.
we
The
had
ending was very unexpected.
the ending was very unexpected. It felt like an NXT like a takeover, right? The lower
Yeah.
third is right there, and then out comes Tommaso Ciampa with the crutch and
Yep.
attack Johnny Gargano. Yeah, Mauro. Oh my God, Tommaso Ciampa, what have you done? What the hell? Some shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
We had Tony Khan show up. He's calling you out for Wrestling Jeopardy.
Yeah, I mean, it's I'm waiting for the terms and conditions, man. It's all on him. I'm ready whenever.
Waiting on that contract, waiting for the contract to pop up.
Yeah, yeah,
Terms.
yeah. The terms and conditions.
Okay. Just like Ryan Garcia and Javante Davis, wait for the terms and the deal on the contract. Just like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford, which we don't know. Anyway. So go give that a watch. It's on the video archives of the channel once again. Survivor Series as a whole, I like the fact that Triple H is trying to restore, the prestige of the event. Because
Mm-hmm.
let's face it, for the last couple of years, Survivor Series has been stomped on, has been disrespected.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, Survivor Series as a whole has always been, will always be one of its main four, right?
Yeah.
And I'm happy to know that he's trying to restore that. Now, was this show amazing? No, not gonna, pull your hair back or go crazy, or not like I'm gonna go back and rewatch this show in a couple of months from now. No, I think the show, people were just excited that, oh my God, we're bringing back War Games, even though you've seen War Games on NXT.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen War Games, the concept of that match on AEW with Blood and Guts.
Mm-hmm.
Mike. Even though you've seen it in MLW, what have you, right? You've seen that even in WCW. If you go on Peacock, you watch WCW, Wrestle War 92, and so on and so forth, okay? Even from back in the day, right? What have you. I guess people were just excited that, we're bringing this now on the main roster.
Uh-huh.
And that's what got people excited. That's what got folks crazy. Like, yeah, man, this is great. This is awesome, man. Like, I remember when they announced, like when Triple H took over, right? A couple of weeks later, they announced, oh yeah, breaking news, War Games. Triple H did that interview. I forgot who it was. And he said, yeah, War Game is coming to Survivor Series. And everyone lost their minds, us included. Now, give us your thoughts on Survivor Series. Did you like this show or not? Let us know in the comments. What was your match of the night? What was your match that you disliked and all that fun stuff, okay?
I also want to extend on what you're saying about Triple H bringing the prestige back to Survivor Series. Um, yeah, it's a great that he's trying to bring that prestige back. Also, hopefully, in the next year, when it comes back down to it, it's always at the end of the year around Thanksgiving time. Hopefully, they can somehow um, make them fight for something. War Games is good and it's great concept, but they need to fight for something. Like it's all fine and dandy to have a team versus a team in a cage, or a team versus a team for bragging rights. it's all good. It's all good and dandy, but they need to fight for something. Like they need to figure out a way to get them to fight for something, either later in the year, advantages on some pay-per-views, something.
Yes, I agree with that. I agree with that too. I think honestly, bro, to be real with you, just make it. To be real with you, I don't think you need to have two War Games matches on the show.
No, I mean
I
it's
don't
all
think you.
good. It's all fine and
What's
dandy to
going on,
have the
Dolores?
women
How are you, Mama?
included. Hey, Dolores.
But yeah, like to me, you just don't need two War Game matches. I get it. If the guys are doing it, so should the women. But I don't think it's my grandmother. She's probably get put to bed right now. So that's the thing.
Yeah, I get you. Huh?
So I just don't think you need two of them on the show.
Right.
I get it. If the guys are doing it, if the guys are doing it, so should the women.
Right.
That's not always the case,
Right.
in my opinion, respectfully.
Hmm.
But I mean, if I were to pick what was my favorite War Games out of the two, I'll say the women. I thought the women had a better War Game match than the men because they did more with the weapons, in the sense of, let's be real about it. And I know SP3 said this on in his review, and I kind of agree too, bro. Once Roman got in, bro, oh man, it was something.
Hmm.
That's just one man's opinion.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna. What's the term? I'm not gonna slight the women's War Games match. It was a good
Neither am I.
match. Yeah, it was a good match. But I don't know. The overall story in the men's War Game match
Was
is what I
Sami
was
Zayn?
looking for. Is what I
Yes,
was looking for.
was
You know,
Sami.
yeah, yeah. With Sammy and even the you know how they disputed the bloodline in Romans, like no Jay, no like no Jimmy, let Jay go.
Yeah, like I like the story, the story that was told. Yes, but it got more like, all right, now we into this shit once Roman got in. To be fair, though, the War Games officially begins once everyone's in the ring or inside the cage.
True, true.
You know, but we'll get into all that in a little bit as we break down these matches one by one here, okay? But again, if you guys have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. Once again, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button, hit that thumbs up, hit that bell notification. You'll be notified whenever this channel goes live. Also, if you notice, the chat is in subscriber mode. All right. So if you want to chat, feel free to subscribe and then you can join the party. Join the restaurant. Wait to be seated. We'll be serving, what have you. We'll have the waiter take it, putting out orders and taking your orders and your selections and all that stuff. All right. So there you go. Okay. So I like the fact that it was just 5 matches.
Mm-hmm.
Quick breeze, It's crazy too, because bro, this pay-per-view literally slipped from under me, bro. It literally just came in, just it snuck by me, bro. It's literally. I was at Full
Mm-hmm.
Gear the week before. I'm like, all right, cool. Oh shit, Survivor Series this next Saturday. What? That was like my vibe almost. But
Mm-hmm.
anyway, so we started the things off. We started everything off with the women's War Games match. Team Bianca versus Damage Control. Damage Control is done, bro. I'm sorry.
Like what Chase said on the live predictions, damage control is damaged.
Damaged goods, bro. They're damaged goods.
Yeah,
I
they're
think I
damaged.
had them winning. I could be wrong on that. I don't remember. But I know everyone. Here's what I would have not done. On Friday on SmackDown, they announced the last member of team, it's fine. I would
Mm-hmm.
have rather them do it on the pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I know people were expecting Sasha, right?
Mm-hmm.
because Boston. But
Mm-hmm.
instead, we have Becky, which makes more sense because Becky has something involved with damage control. They took her
Mm-hmm.
out, right?
Mm-hmm.
The match started off with Bianca Belair and Dakota Kai, and they went at it. They did their thing, and then remember the heels had the advantage in this,
Mm-hmm.
But again, I liked more. What I liked about this match more is that again, it was a lot of spots in this match. It
Mm-hmm.
was more spot oriented,
Mm-hmm.
if you will, than the men.
Yeah.
Io Sky did her moonsault from the top of the cage, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think there was a moment in this match where Bailey got hit with the Hurricane Rana, and it looked like she fucked up her neck. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh my goodness, oh my god, like that did not look good at all.
Right.
You know, the only thing I didn't like during this match is again, Team Bianca had like the disadvantage, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 3-on-2, whatever the fuck it was, right? And Bianca's team is getting their asses kicked. And then out comes Mia Yim. And instead of going in to save her team, she goes and grabs weapons.
Yeah.
That's my only knock. Like, really? You see your team getting their ass kicked right now.
Mm-hmm.
Can you not, I mean, if that's the case, you know what? And I know they won't do it because they said, hey, they're not putting the roof on top of the cage.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can, just put weapons on the cage so people can grab onto and shit going forward.
Well, in a sense, with a War Games match, the match doesn't begin. You can't pin or submit anybody until it's 5-on-5. So it's like you got all the time in the world to help your team. So I'm gonna make it a little bit easier and grab these weapons. That's
I
how
know
I
that,
see it.
but you're seeing your team getting their ass kicked right now. They could
Yeah,
use
but
your help. They could use your help, man.
and help was on the way. She grabbed the weapons.
But she paused. All right, hold on right there. I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna grab that. I can't get this shit out. Oh my god. You know what I mean? They brought a ladder in. They brought a table in.
And they brought two ladders in.
I'm like, what the fuck they gonna do? And they power bombed who it was through the ladder.
Uh, it wasn't a power bomb.
A spear or something.
it was like a cannonball almost into the
Yeah,
corner. I think it was like Io Sky and somebody else.
yeah. So there was that. But when it was all said and done, Becky Lynch pinned Damage Control.
Two members.
Two members. Two members. Like, yeah, that's how you know, like, yeah, fuck this group. Yeah. Sorry, Bailey. Sorry. Just.
But if you really think about it, is those two members are equal to one Becky Lynch.
Wait a minute. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Okay, it's been a while, right? Isn't Dakota and Io the women's tag team champions? Or is it Alexa and
No,
Rosca?
Alexa. It's Alexa
Oscar, right?
and Asuka. Yeah,
They're the women's tag team champions right now in WWE main roster.
I take that back. I take that back. I take that back. No, Io Sky and Dakota Kai are women's tag team
Oh
champions
man,
because they
that's
won it back. They won it back at Crown Jewel.
yeah, that is true. That is
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That is like, and again, it's just one of those things where it's like, why? Why are we doing this?
Yeah, but they don't book those titles good anyway. I mean, you saw how they flip flopped it before. They won it on Raw. Alexa Bliss and Asuka won it on Raw, and then they lost it the next day, the next
Yeah.
couple of days after that. So they don't book them right. So that doesn't matter.
I think the men's have a better story, and people saying Jay and Sammy doing a handshake on the house show. We know if they waited till the pay per view announced a surprise, it wasn't Sasha. Those fans would have turned on the match before the bell rang. She couldn't fight them alone. If you combined, you can beat them up. I need weapons to help me.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I agree with that.
So This is what I'm seeing now going forward. I need to see Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. That needs to be the program going into WrestleMania,
Either
or at
going
least,
into
or at least the Rumble, or at least give me the Royal Rumble.
yeah, I was gonna say either the Rumble or the Chamber.
Yes, that needs to be the match because they didn't pin Rhea Ripley. So Rhea Ripley,
No,
even though her team didn't win,
yeah,
she didn't look weak at the end.
yeah,
I did like
Eh,
that part though. She doing a pull up on the
yeah.
waiting for her fucking turn and shit. She's doing a pull up.
I don't think anybody realized it, but she nonchalantly helped uh, Nikki Cross on top of the cage. Like she stuck her knee out there so she can step on it to get on top of the cage.
Yeah, she did a dive too, right? Nikki did a
Yeah, she
dive
did.
too. Yeah,
Yeah, almost killed herself.
yeah,
She was literally almost head first.
yeah. But overall, though, I thought it was a good way to kick off the show. People were excited. People were saying, "This is awesome." And again, I thought when it was all said and done, Team Beyond got the win, and we'll see where we go from here. Up next, read the comments here as well. She doesn't really have a true tag. They don't really have a true tag team for women. You just have a bunch of put together singles who are better singles than in tag.
True,
Respect. That's true as well.
true, but there, I don't know. I don't know if they'll ever get that and get to a point where they'll have specific women teams. I
Yeah,
think the only specific women's team that they had, they're no longer in the company.
yeah, that is true. That is
Yeah,
true. If anything, you can make it was all said and done down the road, make Oscar and Io Sky a tag team.
yeah, but don't they have past beef?
I think they were a trio. They were part of a group in Japan in
Yeah,
Stardom. I
when
could be
EO
wrong.
was like super young, right?
Yeah, so we shall see. Um, I don't recall this match being next, but I'll just talk about it now.
Before you go to that match,
Okay,
what was the official time for that first women's War Games match?
let's find out, shall we?
Because they said that it was almost an hour long.
Let's see here. Let me go to Wikipedia because they're reliable. They're fucking reliable. Um, let's see here. Let me see. The women's was 39 minutes and 40 seconds.
Man,
Yeah, bro. They went in there for a hot minute, bro. They went in there for a hot minute.
almost 40 minutes. That's crazy.
Almost 40 minutes, man. Again, it's fun because it's a 5-match show. There was no
Gotcha.
kickoff matches either, so keep
Which
that
I
in
like
mind
that
too.
they're doing that to keep that going.
Yeah, so from
You
there we
know,
go to AJ Styles versus Finn Balor. You had the OC at ringside. You had the Judgment Day at ringside. I think Dominic Mysterio is coming into his own. Surely
yeah,
but surely, he's coming into his own. I
yeah.
did enjoy that video where he's beating up Bray at his house on Thanksgiving. And I know we talked about it on Friday. I'll just say it again.
Hmm.
I really felt like, was this as good as their match from TLC 2017, considering that match was made literally at the 11th hour because it was supposed to be Bray as Sister Abigail and the demon,
Yeah, the
and that didn't
Pumpkin
have
Demon.
Pumpkin Demon, and at the last minute they had to change because Bray got sick, what have you.
That was a
Was
blessing in disguise,
it
man.
was, but was it as good as this? This match as good as that? No, no. I felt like they had a good match for what it was worth. Again, they're in Boston, the Northeast. They're gonna eat this shit up.
Yeah,
Like you know what I'm saying? So I would have rather them just do, what, a Survivor Series match. I think that was missing also from the show, a
yeah.
Survivor Series match. Yes, you have the War Games. That's great, but at least have also that Survivor Series match.
Hmm.
You know?
No, they could have did. They could have had this match like I was talking about in the beginning with the advantages. They could have made this as a Survivor Series match. They could have did for men's singles, which would have been AJ Styles and Finn. Whoever teams wins, you get number one contendership for all of like from mid card on down. So you would get the number one contendership for the U.S. For the tag teams, you get number one contendership for the tag team titles, and then for the women, you get the number one contendership for the women's title. You know, that's if Rhea Ripley never becomes a part of that War Games match. What do you think about that?
You could then that too. You could then that too. But I think, again, the the traditionalist in me would have preferred him have a Survivor Series match with this. That should
Yeah,
have
but
been it.
under the Survivor Series format, team versus team, you have a woman on each team, you know, and then whoever. It's like one pin cancels out everybody. So it's like if Finn pinned AJ Styles, he gets that number one contendership.
Yes, that is true. That is
If
true.
if Damian Priest pinned Carl Anderson, they get the number one contendership for the tag titles.
That too. That too. You're onto something, Mike. You're onto something, man. You're onto something
Yeah,
there,
it's
bro.
just, that's just what I will want to see with a Survivor Series match. But we can continue going.
Yeah. Again, I thought they had a good match for what it was worth. I know, Finn came out wearing a mask. AJ came out wearing the exact mask. Yeah, the exact mask he wore at Wrestle Kingdom 10 many, many years ago, and he wrestled Nakamura. And I thought again they had a good match that you could have easily seen on Monday Night Raw
Hmm.
without commercials.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't as good as their first one because everybody was like going crazy over their first one,
Going ape shit for it.
and they did the too sweet at the end of the match, which was cool. But yeah, it wasn't as good as their first one. It was okay.
But it's worth noting though, AJ Styles has his first pay-per-view win
In
in
three
over 3
years,
years, bro. The last
that's
time
what's nuts.
the last time he won a pay-per-view was in 2019 Crown Jewel against Humberto Carrillo.
Oh yeah, Humberto. Yeah, I said on the watch along it was Aleister Black.
Humberto
It was
Carrillo.
Humberto. Yeah, I got the person wrong.
Yes. So there's
Yeah,
that. I mean, listen,
yeah.
do I think the feud's gonna end? No, it's not ending. I think they're gonna carry on this feud because why not, right? Like, what else are they gonna do?
Right.
What else are they gonna be fucking doing? Nothing much, really.
No.
Speaking of Carl Anderson, and all that stuff, it's been reported that he will be defending the IWGP Never Open Weight title
Yeah.
on the 18th of December at the, I guess, in Japan. I could be wrong on that, but let me just get the correct
Which he'll probably
information.
most likely lose.
No, so he is going to do multiple appearances in Japan and do multiple appearances. For those of you who
So
are
is
unaware,
Triple H gonna be a little lenient on the guys that want to go over there and wrestle?
so okay, the OC announced that Anderson Gallo will be appearing at the World Tag League and the Super Junior Tag League Finals on Wednesday, December 14th. It stated that Anderson will be defending his never openweight championship. So
Mm.
there's that. From my understanding, it's gonna be not only that, but it's multiple appearances because what they wanted to do was wrestle the Tokyo Dome, appear in the Tokyo Dome. So that was the big caveat in them going to WWE. Okay, we'll come, but we want to wrestle at the Tokyo Dome. Think about this, right, bro? And I know Saul Monster said this on his show yesterday, and I'll just say it again here. You are looking at a forbidden door at the Tokyo Dome.
A
Because
real forbidden door.
you think about it, you have Carl Anderson and Gallows who are signed to WWE, appearing at the Tokyo Dome. You're gonna have FTR defending those tag titles, and they're signed to AEW. You're gonna have Kenny Omega wrestling Will Ospreay, and imagine if they have AJ show up too, just for the fuck of it.
They should.
Bro, that's gonna be insane, dude.
They should.
Bro, I'm gonna have to call out of work that day, bro. I'm gonna have to call out of work January 4th. Like, hey,
They
yo,
should.
guys.
And have everybody too sweet each other. Be like, hey, too sweet. We're all in different companies. Yay.
Hey, us. They thought we couldn't do it.
This is the real forbidden door.
So there was that. I do think, though, once again, the program's going to continue. Would you agree with that, Mike?
Possibly. I mean, I would like it to die at the Royal Rumble, even before then, die somewhere in December.
Yeah. From there, we had what I thought was the worst championship match in the history of the SmackDown Women's title.
Oh,
Ronda Rousey versus Shotzi. This match was fucking terrible. This shit was an abomination. This shit was disgusting. You know what it's like, bro? You know when you got that one friend that thinks they can cook and they want you to try something and you know they can't cook for shit and you'll try anyway and you're like, but when they turn around,
you
some fucking water. Like, yeah, that's what this was for me, bro.
Yeah, or it can be the worst thing where you eat something and your throat won't let you swallow the food.
No, it's like having a piece of steak and it's like a piece of rubber, like a piece of leather.
Yeah.
You do not want an overcooked steak.
No.
Just saying. That's what it was like. Like eating dried chicken.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Yeah. This, and I hate to say this, but ever since Ronda came back, she's been unwatchable in the ring to me.
This was just, you know what? You want to know what this was, bro?
What are you?
An idiot sandwich.
Idiot sandwich what?
An idiot sandwich, Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
But it was. Someone, I was going on Twitter today and someone's like, whatever happened to the old Ronda Rousey, yo? The 2019 Ronda Rousey, yo?
Yeah, I mean, like ever since she's came back, she's been she's been unwatchable on the mic.
Ronda's terrible. Becky's going to take her title.
Yeah,
I would hope so. Because, again, damn well they want to do that WrestleMania match?
They should.
Because technically they never had a one-on-one.
No, and they should. And hopefully Becky can give her a good match.
Toxic specific team they need to bring up to build the tag from NXT to come up. That is true.
You're right, Dolores. You're right. That's another one. But they need more.
Yes.
They need more. But
back to this.
Hopefully she can give her a good match because she's been unwatchable on the mic. She's been unwatchable in the ring.
But
she's associated herself with Shayna Baszler. She's awful.
But Big Mike,
never been watchable.
But back to his abomination, though. My bad.
Now he's gonna be on us.
He will. Back to this abomination right here. Sorry. This right here.
But it's just she's just been terrible ever since she's came back.
There's a spot in the match. You want to know what the one good thing I'll say about this? Shotzi had her tank.
Yeah. I mean, she's had her tank for months. I mean, for weeks.
No, but
nobody's
it's like
talking about that.
No, but you know what? Though I rarely watch SmackDown. I rarely do.
Yeah, I mean, I get you on that. Even though that's been the most watchable show on WWE television, yes. But she had her tank for a couple weeks now, and that one spot, I know what you're talking about.
The DDT on the apron DDT.
Yeah.
First of all, why would you even consider doing it? Again, we're not wrestlers here, and I know we shouldn't be talking, right?
Yeah.
But you did it to yourself, girl. And again, you know what? I know there's folk that want to blame Ronda for it too, for not, taking it right. Because I've seen some folks on Twitter say that also, like, oh, but she's done this move before and it's
Yeah.
not worked.
Yeah.
She's done it on NXT.
Yeah.
It didn't work. Hell, she's done it before on the main roster. Didn't work. It's not it.
Yeah.
And I can understand, hey, they needed a new body to wrestle Ronda.
Mhm.
But if you guys thought for 1 second, seriously, if you thought that Ronda Rousey was going to lose to Shotzi Blackheart, I'm sorry.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
Yeah.
I don't know, like for Ronda now, again, I don't know what happened, man. I don't know what it is, man. Maybe, and I know she said on once the match was over, she's the real queen, this and that, right?
Mhm.
Which makes you think, hey, real soon, Charlotte Flair making her comeback, yo.
Yeah.
And I hope she does, because goddamn. And granted, I don't want to see the match because I've seen it before. I'm good. If I had to choose at WrestleMania, we get Becky versus Ronda, and you give me Charlotte versus Bianca.
Yeah.
At WrestleMania.
Yeah.
If I'm not getting Rhea Ripley versus Bianca at WrestleMania, I'll take Charlotte versus Bianca at WrestleMania.
Yeah. I mean, even I don't know why WWE is valuing the Charlotte and Ronda rivalry over Becky and Ronda, but we've seen it too many times,
Yes.
on and off. I feel like they rivalry peaked when they had that brawl outside and Ronda was in the back of the cop car and she kneed her head up against the window.
Facts. Big facts. So let's move on from this, because, bro, like the least we talk about is the better, man. Like this shit sucked. This should not even, bro. If I'm WWE, I'm giving Shotzi a couple of months off, bro. Like, yo, we have nothing for you right now. Go back to NXT. Fuck, go back to Level Up. From there, we go on.
That is.
You don't want to know. So we had a backstage segment with Roman and Sami Zayn, where Roman called them out, like, hey, were you talking to Kevin Owens, what have you, and they hugged, right? And Roman gave him that look as he was hugging him. We've seen the same look he gave Jey Uso when, they were, feuding, I think, at Hell in a Cell back in 2020 during the pandemic and all that stuff. Make you think, oh, shit, they're going to do it here. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then we get to a palate cleanser, right? We got that terrible match, and now here's something that I felt was the match of the night.
Yes.
Seth Rollins defending the U.S. title against Bobby Lashley and Austin Theory. This was a fucking banger.
Yes.
This was the match of the night, hands fucking down, yo.
Can we dub Seth Rollins as the king of the triple threats?
You know what, yo? This match was so good. I'm about to give this a... Thank you, guys. Thank you. Yeah, he is the king of the triple threats. Rumble 2015. This match, I feel like
the Shield triple threat.
The Shield triple threat. Yeah, man, this guy can't go wrong in triple threats. He's the king of the three ways.
Yeah.
Wrestling wise.
Wrestling wise. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. This match was like, and I'll be honest, I thought Raw was gonna retain. You were the only one who said that Theory was gonna win.
Yeah.
You were the only one. You went with your
instinct. I felt it coming. I was like, they're gonna give it to him. Like they're gonna give him the title right there. Now I was shocked that he pinned Rollins. I thought he was gonna pin Lashley, but yeah. Austin Theory, man, he
You know
got
what it
the
reminded me?
title he cashed in on.
You know what it reminded me of too? It reminded me when Rollins won the belt. Oh yeah, even Rollins WrestleMania 15. I'm at WrestleMania 31.
Yeah,
Remember? Roman hit the what was it? Roman went for the spear. What was it? Did he go for the spear on Brock? Right? And then Rollins hit the curb stomp on Roman and threw him out, and he pinned Roman Reigns
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Kind of a callback to that finish in this match,
Yep.
which I can appreciate. I can appreciate that. Now, did you need fucking Austin Theory to lose his briefcase just to win this belt, just for that to cash in on that title, to lose just to win it at the pay-per-view? No.
Yeah.
But I get it. They're resetting everything, right?
Yeah.
I like how they're recovering Austin Theory, if that makes any sense.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to salvage what's left, what was damaged and shit. He's not doing the selfies anymore. He's not smiling. He's not being cheesy as shit anymore. And this is what I said when he won the briefcase. I want to see him get some major wins.
Mm-hmm.
Even though they don't do that with the person who wins the briefcase, they don't do that.
Nope.
You know? So is he a heel? Is he a babyface? I don't fucking know. I think he's more of a tweener right now. Or you know what? Make him a badass. Make him a badass.
Yeah. I think that's the route that they're going. And I agree with you again on the how they book the Money in the Bank. It's like they have them lose, and then the big win is with the briefcase. It's so passe. It's so terrible.
Yes.
But yeah, they're just they're gonna make him a badass. He's gonna probably defend that up until Chamber.
Likely, yeah. Most likely.
Yeah,
But yo,
unless
man.
they have him win the Rumble. If they have him win the Rumble, then that's a triple mistake because you just took the dang briefcase off of him, and he get to face
I
any
don't know,
champion.
man. We'll get into that in a little bit. We'll get into it in a little bit, okay? Because I got a feeling, man. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. I got a feeling. I got coming out of Survivor Series, bro. Like that suck. I got a feeling. I got a feeling, man. So Austin Theory is the U.S. champion. And you know what, bro? Austin Theory is U.S. champ. Him versus Rollins again. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Fuck, if you want to do that match tonight on Raw,
sign
me up.
You need something going into Raw because that last Raw
was
show
atrocious. Because, bro, we're on the road to the Royal Rumble. Rumble's around the corner, bro. Even though it doesn't feel like it. But we're right there, man.
Yeah.
No more fucking around. I know I say no more fucking around. There I go again. But by the time we get to wait a minute, the next pay-per-view is Rumble, right? They're not doing TLC this year?
Nope, that's done. That's all. They didn't even do one last year. That pay-per-view is done.
Okay, good.
That pay-per-view is done. Day one is done. Chamber's not done.
Hell in a Cell is
Hell
done.
in a Cell's done. Money in the Bank is done.
Sadly, the Saudi shows aren't done. Sorry, IWC, but
that's all. That's extra money.
Yeah. So, if there was ever a moment where you could do a Saturday night's main event, I'd do it. But it is what it is at this point in juncture. But yeah, man, I'm happy for Theory. He's the champ. He won it. Give me him versus Rollins.
Yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah. And then after that, who else? Dominic?
Nah, bro. No. We
not yet.
He ain't there yet. You know what? I said this on Saturday. I'll say it again. I take back my comment of him going to Tuesday nights. I think
this will be a sidebar. This will be a sidebar, and then we'll get into the men's War Games match.
War Games.
with Dominic. This would be the second time that they put training wheels on him, but he's finally getting into his own, right?
Yeah, I would say so. He's
They
coming into
haven't,
his own. He's
yeah,
coming into his own.
he's coming into his own. They haven't gave him specific matches like to prove himself that he's improving with the Judgment Day. When will that happen?
I think if we saw in that video on Thursday when he beat up his dad and all that stuff, right? I
Yeah.
think what's gonna happen is you're gonna build towards the Royal Rumble where they'll meet in the Rumble match.
Yeah.
And I predict Ray eliminates Dominic, even though he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah.
Like some accent, what have you, right? He eliminates his dad. He eliminates Dominic. And we're off to the races into WrestleMania. Because you know they're doing that at WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm.
And you know damn well Ray is gonna love putting his son over at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And I think that will be the culmination. All right, fine. Now you're a man. Now you've done it. I think once we get through that hurdle, then we're off to the races. You know? It seems like NXT pay-per-view is filling some of those types of pay-per-view that got chopped. I agree with that. I agree 100% on that too. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that. We then get to the main event. The main event of the evening. The men's War Games match. The Team Brawling Brutes of Sheamus, Ridge Holland, Butch, Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens versus the Bloodline of Roman Reigns, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and the honorary Uso, Sami Zayn. The big thing about this was, where was Sami's loyalty? Where did it lie, right?
Where did it lie? Yep.
You started the match off with Jey Uso and Butch. Pete Dunne started off the War Games, bro. Who would have thunk it on the main roster? And I loved also Andy's War Game match, both the women and the men, they acknowledged past War Game that they've been in. I love that also.
Yeah, continuity was a big thing in this pay-per-view in general.
Which you needed.
Yeah.
And Michael Cole did an amazing job in doing that, in my opinion. But overall, again, I loved how, when it was time for for Sami to come in, you thought it would be Jimmy Uso. Roman was just sitting there. Roman was just in the chair, like, and I wrote these memes on my Twitter, by the way, which I thought was funny as shit. And it was time for Jimmy to go in. He's like, "No, you go in, Sami."
Yeah, Sami,
let's see where your loyalty stands. Let's see where it's at. And he literally, like a good soldier, did what he needed to do. Obviously, everyone got in, right? There were weapons involved. I think it was Jimmy Uso who fucked up his hand. Supposedly, one of the Usos fucked up their hand. I know there was also that slap that Kevin Owens did to Roman that fucked up his eardrums. I just think it was an accident, to be honest with you. I don't think Owens really meant to really fucking fuck up his eardrum. I know Roman was upset. There's reports that Roman was upset backstage after that. But I just think they were both in that moment. And when you're in that moment, you just, let your emotion just take control. Take over, basically.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think both Roman and Kevin are professionals.
Yeah.
At this stage of the game.
Yeah. You also got to talk about the moment where it was Sami and then Jey mistakenly super kicked Sami.
Sami.
And he didn't feel no remorse.
No remorse at all.
No remorse. And Jimmy was like, dude, what are you doing? He was like, no, man, don't worry about that.
Like,
And
fuck
then
this.
later in the match, Jay was about to get a move on him when he was up against the cage. Sami pulled him and he said, I got you. He said, I got you. Don't worry about nothing. I got your back.
I got your back, bro. Don't worry about it.
And then at the end of the match, Sami did a haluva kick on Kevin Owens, fell into his arms.
So like
put
in
him
NXT,
down.
just like in
Yeah.
NXT, just like
Yeah,
in NXT when they were not even it's like in Battleground 2016.
Yeah.
In his
Fell into-
arms,
Laid him down and pinned him. And everybody's looking at each other. And then Jay, he hugged Roman. And then Jay, second person, hugged him so tight. Great storytelling. Great
bro.
stuff.
Give Sami Zayn an Academy Award, yo.
Yeah.
Give this man his fucking Academy Award, yo. Fucking
Yeah.
A, bro. He deserves it, yo. Now the question is, we got this, right?
Yeah.
But you know it's coming. You know it's coming.
The turn.
The turn is gonna come.
Oh, yeah. That's
And
going to be in February.
Yeah. Does Ray retire after father-son match at Mania?
I say ambassador. Part-time.
I think more of like an ambassador role. Doesn't wrestle that often. Because I think he's earned it. I think honestly he's earned it, bro.
Yeah.
They're gonna turn against Jay, and Sami realizes it's time to go turn on the bloodline.
Oh, you think they're going to turn on Jay? I mean, I had a feeling that they were probably going to turn on Jay. Because I was like, man, Jay is going too hard. He's going to force Roman's hands for them to turn on him.
I think, and I love how, again, and just to go back to this photo, because that's the thumbnail, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you noticed, Mike. Everyone has their fucking hand up, right? The Usos, well, not Roman, because Roman had his hands around, Sami.
But
Solo,
but
Solo, it's there like, nope, I ain't buying this shit.
But maybe that's just how they want to have it.
That's just how he is. That's just how he is. It's always the quiet one. Right?
Yeah.
But what I see happening here is at Chamber, because it's gonna be in Montreal. What better way? And now you do that, and you have him and Owens reunite and win the tag titles at WrestleMania, because that's what Owens would love to do.
Mm-hmm.
He's already accomplished everything he needed to do, right? Former champion, had that match with Steve Austin. I know Saw Monster said this, and I kind of agree too. By the way, shout out to Saw Monster, by the way. The one thing that Vince McMahon did on his way out that was the best thing that he's done was re-sign Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to new deals.
Yeah.
That's probably the last good thing that he did before he left.
Yeah, because if
look at them
he
now.
couldn't get that done, we wouldn't have gotten what we got.
Look where they're at now. Imagine had they gone to AEW. I'm just saying, and again, I don't want this to be like a WWE versus AEW thing. No, I'm just pointing that out. Owens would have not had that match at WrestleMania with Steve Austin, which he always wanted, right? Sami is right now on the best run of his career right now.
Yeah.
What about LG? Nah.
No.
As a whole, this is the best he has been. This is as hot as he's been right now. And there's people that are saying, I don't know if you caught this or not on, I don't know, Mike, if you caught this or not on Twitter, that it should be him to take the titles off Roman Reigns.
Sami?
At this point, the way this is going, that because to me, listen, it's going to be Cody Rhodes.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. I get it. You want that underdog story. I understand that. But we've been there before. We've done it with Daniel Bryan.
Yeah. We've done it with Kofi Mania.
You're not going to recreate that magic from Daniel Bryan 2014 with Sami Zayn. And Sami Zayn's amazing.
Yeah.
But if you look at the marquee, it has to be Cody.
Yeah.
There's people that are saying that if Cody comes back, they're going to give him the Batista treatment 2014. Because they're going to want to see Sami Zayn be the one.
That's only if Sami is in the Final Four with them. If your Final Four is Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, I'll say this for the sake of it, Theory, and maybe Rollins, that's tough.
That's a great Final. That will be probably one of the best Final Fours in a long time.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough.
When you see the turn happening, I see the turn happening at Chamber because they're going to be in Montreal. And in Montreal, dude, again, you could do a Chamber match, right?
Yeah.
Because I know Roman's going to be out until Rumble.
Yeah.
He'll be back at the Rumble, what have you. You could probably do Roman versus Kevin Owens again.
Yep.
At the Royal Rumble if you wanted to. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Go and do it. But at Chamber, you do a match for the titles, right? And it's down to Sami Zayn and Roman Reigns. By some miracle, that's the final two. And you want Sami and Roman ordering Sami to lay down.
Mm-hmm.
Lay down. Take the pin, right? Acknowledge me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't do it. Because the pride will let him do it. His pride will let him do it. And the fact that he's in his hometown, it will not let him do it. It's like Bret Hart in Canada, right? I'm not dropping this belt in Montreal. You crazy?
All right.
So Roman beats him. And then the heel turn happens.
Yeah.
I could be wrong. I've been wrong before. I have been wrong before. Keep that in mind. But we shall see how all this goes down. We shall see how all this goes down. We got Romeo in the chat. You get two WrestleMania moments with Cody winning and KO and Sami winning. The Usos have been just as unstoppable as Roman. That too, I think that's where the money's at, bro. Because the same thing, the topic also is, when are you gonna split these belts, bro? When the fuck are we splitting these titles?
And change the design.
You know what? If you just want to just keep one belt, fine, just keep one belt. Get rid of the blue belt. Get rid of the blue belt. Change the design. Just make one belt, bro.
Yeah, and fuse the divisions, the lack thereof of one, but fuse the division.
Exactly. Absolutely. But I do think a WrestleMania is going to be Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Night one. Night two, well, depends really, right? What if
you got 2 nights.
What if Dwayne comes back, right?
That's night 2.
If he comes back.
Yeah, that's if he comes back.
Because to be real with you, man, Roman and Dwayne does not need to be for the title.
No.
Does not have to be. You can do that night one. Do Roman and Dwayne night one, where Roman wins, and he goes in with momentum for night 2, and that's when he loses.
Yeah.
In my opinion. But when War Game was said and done, bro, the Bloodline got the win, yo.
Yeah. Put the finger down.
The Bloodline got the win.
Put the finger down. I'm the only person that keeps the finger. No, put the finger down.
Bloodline got the win, yo. The Bloodline got the win, yo. It was all said and done. Well, when Cody wins, he'll bring back the Winged Eagle. They'll bring back Universal. They'll bring back Universal down the line, maybe. Who knows? Can you imagine?
If the Winged Eagle comes back, that'll be dope. I want them to bring back the European Championship, man.
That's gonna be WWE. That's gonna be NXT Europe.
And I will watch that. I will watch that every week if I could, because that's a beautiful title, man. That's like one of my favorite titles of all time in WWE.
I wonder how much it's costing during Cyber Monday, bro.
I don't know.
Probably, maybe next
That's
time.
literally one of my favorite titles, man. I love the design.
The red, the blue,
Like
on
Shawn
the plate.
Michaels. Shawn Michaels won that Bulldog. Bulldog versus Owen for that title was great.
In Germany.
Yeah.
I know. So that was Survivor Series, man. Again, it's a show that's not that I'm gonna go crazy about, if you will. I know they had a press conference after the show. I thought from a production wise,
Mhm.
it was very well executed,
Mhm.
but it really wasn't my cup of tea for a press conference. It really,
Mhm.
really wasn't,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
The best thing about the press conference was the chat.
The chat. Oh, bro, that chat.
That chat was
Oh my
brutal. WWE,
god,
if you need moderators,
bro, the Atlantic title doesn't do it for you.
no.
I mean, it's a nice
beautiful
design.
title, but they need to
Beautiful
take it
title.
more serious than they have.
Yeah.
But I grew up loving the European Championship. And when they brought it back, what was that? SmackDown versus Raw 2011, and they brought that back with that little storyline with
Which one?
Sheamus.
The European title?
Yeah, they brought back that title and the storyline in the
Oh, in the video game. In the video
yeah.
game.
Yeah,
Oh,
you didn't hear what I said? I said SmackDown versus Raw 2011.
I thought I said it's in 2011. I'm like, what?
No, when they brought it back as a storyline in the game, they had Wade Barrett, William Regal, and Sheamus as a faction,
Yeah.
and then they brought back those titles.
Better than Utopia?
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But yeah, man, I get you on that. Again, Survivor Series is not a show that's gonna make you go back and rewatch anything like that. I thought people were excited for the War Games. You got it on the main roster. I think once a year, that's it. But it has to be the big storyline going into that match, though.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And I don't think you need to have 2 War Games matches. You don't need to. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So there was that. Now we're off to the Royal Rumble. We'll see what happens with that. Some little quick news before we put a bow on this. It was reported William Regal. I know Triple H posted a video on his Twitter. War Games won't be the same without, Regal screaming out War Games, right? Like he's done over the years. And I guess on Wrestling Observer, I guess a fan asked, will William Regal go back to WWE? And Meltzer stated that he only had a 1-year deal. And he'll pretty sure that he'll go back, depending really, if Tony throws an offer at him and shit. But there's been a correction. A correction from last night's show regarding Regal's deal. Based on what he said when he signed, his deal signed last spring was for 3 years. So he's going to be in AEW for 3 years.
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense because all of their deals are long term for like their major draws.
Yes.
But anybody under than that, they usually don't get a contract, or they have like a 2-year deal and then they get an extension.
Exactly. And to be fair with you, man, I feel like with Regal, if you're AEW, it's great that you locked him in for 3 years. It's really good. I'm sure behind the scenes he'll do something behind the scenes, mentoring, because a lot of those talents need it.
100%.
They need.
If some of those talents piss off William Regal,
it's over. It's a wrap,
because
buddy.
they don't want to listen and take criticism, because this dude's been all over the place in the wrestling business and seen it all, done it all, then they're in trouble.
Yeah. It's also been reported Final Battle. It's going to go down in a couple of weeks. It's been reported that it's going to be Claudio versus Chris Jericho.
Yep.
for the
That
Ring of
was
Honor World title?
confirmed on Rampage.
Yes, I didn't watch Rampage,
I did,
and
unfortunately.
I heard you enjoyed yourself, bro. So
I did not. I could have
there's,
spent myself doing something better than watching Rampage.
but that's gonna be that's gonna be the world title match. I mean, I don't mind it because who else are gonna have him wrestle, right? Who else?
Yeah. Who else?
So there's that.
I'm gonna give an early prediction.
I think Claudio wins because the stipulation is if Claudio doesn't win, he has to join the Jericho Appreciation Society.
Jericho wins. If
I
they got a
think so.
TV deal coming up, Jericho has to keep that title on him as long as possible until he get that TV deal.
Yeah, but you
and
know
then
what
you
though?
take it off of him.
I think, but you know what though? Claudio's also a name.
He's a name, but he's not Jericho.
I know that, but he's also because again, he's also a WWE guy. He was in WWE.
Yeah, but he's not Jericho.
I know. But if you wanna, we'll see how that goes down. But there's that. I know Colt Cabana said something on his Art of Wrestling podcast where he almost died.
Yeah.
He almost died. He supposedly during his match against Jericho wore compression socks and it fucked up the circulation. Factoring he had high anxiety and all that stuff. So it's crazy, bro. We almost lost Colt Cabana.
Yeah.
We almost lost Colt Cabana. But yeah, man, I mean, what else is there to talk about? What else is there that happened this week? Nothing, right?
Really nothing, no. It's a fresh week.
Fresh
Monday.
week. Can't wait to finally have Round the Point back on a Friday this week. No predictions, no pay-per-view coming up, right?
All right.
So there's that too. We're about to close the kitchen down. My thing just froze. I don't know why, but we're about to close the kitchen down. It's been a great episode. Want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. Give this video a big old thumbs up. Share it through social media and all that fun stuff as well. Hit that bell notification. I'll be tweeting tonight during Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna give it a go. I don't promise to last all the way for Monday Night Raw because, bro, I have to go into work now. Come on, Steve. You gotta talk about Bully Ray turning on Josh Alexander. Ain't that where he threatened to power drive his wife, some shit like that?
Nobody care about Impact.
I'm
just joking. But I mean, it is what it is. Good for them over there.
Good for them, man. Good for them over there. I'll be tweeting tonight during Raw. I don't promise to be tweeting throughout 3 hours of the show because I have to be at work now, fucking 4 a.m. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes. All right. And tomorrow I'll be live on the True Heel Sports channel with Romeo as we will be doing a live watch along of the U.S. versus Iran game for the World Cup.
Yeah.
So there's that too. Happy morning. What's up, Eric? How are you? Happy morning to you wherever you are around the world. Hopefully you're safe and sound and enjoying the rest of your day. But tomorrow, live on the True Heel Sports channel, myself and Romeo will be live for the U.S. versus Iran game at 2 p.m. I'm nervous too, bro. It's win or go home right now. It's win or go home right now, bro. It's win or go home. No more fucking around, bro. No more fucking around. We got to get this W, man. We got to get this W. Mike, will you join us?
It depends. If it's 0-0 in like the first 40 minutes, I'll join.
Likely will happen, Mike. Likely it's soccer. Come on, bro. You gotta expect the unexpected, Mike. Come on, man.
But if it's 0-0 in the first 40 minutes, I'll join.
Yeah, okay. All righty. All right. Big Mike, let them know where can they check you out and all that fun stuff what you got going on, man. You're 12-0, 4-7. Look at you.
Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter at DetroitGamer313. Possibly might be on a True Heel Heat channel for Raw and Monday Night Football. I don't know yet. I don't know. Well, maybe.
Maybe.
But that's where you can find me.
Okay. Yeah, you can check me out on Twitter at Heel Steven. I'll be tweeting tonight during Raw. All right. Wish me luck. Wish me the best of luck on that. But I want to thank you all for tuning in tonight on Steve's Kitchen. We back this Friday here on the channel for Around the Point. That is the flagship show. For myself, for Big Mike, for all of you who tuned in tonight, I want to thank you all. Thank you all once again. And kindly, just simply, well, fuck off. Said everybody. Now fuck off.